Hey guys, I'm back with another video here. I'm gonna be showing you this time my top 5 favorite horror movies. Yes, this is actually my second time making this. I got like 9 or 10 minutes in and I was talking about something and I kind of started rambling on and off, and I don't have this like software and stuff to like edit my videos, so I wasn't gonna leave like an extra 3 minutes of me like rambling about stupid crap. So I decided to just like redo it. So, like in all my other videos, I'm going to be showing you my top 5 favorite horror movies. I don't talk about it a lot, but I really do love horror movies. Like my favorite genre of movies are comedy, because I love comedy movies and I love laughing and stuff. But horror movies are like my second favorite genre. I just love the whole suspense and like something happening, like somebody killing somebody. Um, that sounded kind of like weird. I'm not like a like psychopath or nothing, but yeah, I'm gonna be showing you my top 5 favorite Halloween horror movies. Sorry. Not This is not necessarily the best horror movies. These are just ones that I've watched and enjoyed a lot. Some of these would be like a lot of people would consider them their favorite horror movie. But some of these also are like ones that like I just personally enjoyed and like a lot of people wouldn't really like, and they're not the best movies either. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get this started. Coming in at number 5 is one that it was kind of hard for me to figure out what I wanted to put for number 5. It was between this, Child's Play, and Children of the Corn, the original, not the remake. I'm not even gonna get started about that in this video. Um So yeah, coming in at number 5 is The Good Son. Yes, I know this movie is not that great, and I know it's like it didn't do too good, but I really enjoy this movie. It has like a cool vibe to it, like the way you have like Macaulay Culkin's character. He's like an evil kid, and this is like gonna be a spoiler, but he like kills his little brother, like, and his parents like don't know that he killed him, and like how like actually really like crazy he is. But like what happens is Elijah Wood's character, I believe his name was Mark, comes over. His mother has just died from, I believe, cancer, which is like really sad. And so he goes to his cousin's house, what's his name, Henry, and he starts hanging out with him, and he becomes like friend. Like, well, he gets happy again, and then they start hanging out and doing stuff, and then he starts seeing little signs to where Henry's like actually really like crazy and like psychopathic, and it's just a really good movie in my opinion. I just really enjoyed that one for some reason. And so coming in at number 5, you just saw my foot. My foot's falling asleep. But coming in at number 4 is one that I know a lot of people like, and that is Scream. Yes, I loved this movie. I thought it was really good. It spawned like a lot of people like trying to copy it off. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like, it's just really good. I love the whole concept of like they have like there's two main characters that are like the bad people, like the bad guys, the killer, and so they kind of like they show like clips, like you see one person and you're like, oh, well, he's not going to be the killer. He's like a cool guy. He's not really like one that you would suspect to be a killer. And then you got like the ones that you would suspect to be the killer, but like they're actually not the killer. It's this other guy. Like, it's just really cool. Like, this one guy, I'm not going to spoil anything. I did not know he was like going to be a part of this. Like, I thought he was like really funny in my opinion, but it just turned out that he was one of the bad guys. So yeah, it was just really cool overall. Like, I highly recommend that one. Coming in at number 3 is one that I think people would consider to be one of their favorite horror movies, but this is just me in my opinion. And that is Final Destination. Yes, this movie was really good. I watched this when I was like, I want to say 11, maybe 12. and I loved it. I've loved it ever since. I watched it multiple times. It's always good in my opinion. I love the whole concept of where like the guy, he figures out that something's gonna happen. Like he figures out that one thing's gonna happen, and so like he's like, "Oh, I gotta leave. I gotta get away from here." And then like people follow him and stuff. And then that thing actually ends up happening and killing people. And then Death actually wanted them to die at the moment that all those other people were dying. So he's like hunting them down one by one and killing them to make up for them not dying in what they were originally supposed to die in. So, yeah, and then they have to like figure out little clues to like who's going to be next and like how they're going to die and how they can prevent it. But yeah, that's a really good movie. Like the first time you watch it, you have to kind of pay attention to like figure out what's going on. But yeah, it's just really good. And coming in at number 2 is one that it was supposed to be in the theater, but I believe like something happened and they kind of like just didn't put it in there when it was supposed to, and it ended up coming out on like a direct-to-DVD movie, and that is Trick or Treat. Yes, this movie, I think it does have a following, and I really agree with the following that it has. It's a really good movie. The main plot of this movie is like a bunch of stuff happens. It goes through and has like 4 or 5 like different storylines in them, and then after that story ends, it just moves on to something else. And then at the very end, it kind of shows stuff that like they intertwine together. It's like an anthology movie. Like a bunch of stuff happens, and all those things that happen, they kind of like they combine them together. Like everything goes together, like when they were happening, so they all happened at like the same time. So like it's really good. Like if you watched any of these movies, watch this one, because that's just, I can't even explain how good that movie is. Okay, coming in at number 1 is probably the most obvious thing ever. Everybody says this is their favorite movie, like horror movie. And I agree, I really enjoy this one. I watched it about 5 or 6 times. It's just a really good movie overall. I mean, it's not the best, like, it wasn't like the best, like, made movie with, like, it's not like it doesn't have problems. It does have problems. It's just a classic movie that everybody likes, and that is Halloween. Yes, I watched this every Halloween for like the past 2 or 3 years, I want to say, and it's just always just a fun classic movie. You got the classic character Michael Myers. Who doesn't know Michael Myers? When he was a kid, he's like, well, in the original, he doesn't really explain. He just like goes like snaps and like kills his sister. And then in the remake, they kind of give him like a backstory to where he's like comes from a bad family and stuff, and he's just having stuff going on, and he kills his sister and his stepdad and his sister's boyfriend. But we're talking about this one, but it's just classic. You know, you got Jamie Lee Curtis. She's a good actor in this, I believe. He's just walking around. That's actually Michael Myers' sister. Is Jamie Lee Curtis in this movie, and he's just walking around trying to kill her. So that's basically what it is. He's just trying to kill her, and so it's really good. It's just a classic movie that everybody loves. So yeah, that is it for this video. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And like I say every time, if there's anything that top 5 movies or something you want me to make, I can do like my top 5 favorite book series, I guess you can say. I can like, even if I don't have them, I can say something about them, or like my top 5 favorite games, I guess you can say. I kind of play games, so I have a couple that I like. So yeah, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.